Alright, so I'm fixing to run out here to Trax Plus where I got the stump grinder at. I'm gonna see if they got a mechanic out there. I want them to look at the oil pressure because I think it's the sending unit on this what it's going to be, or either the gauge, one of the two. That's where I got my mini excavator from. We're going to stop back by there too. They're supposed to have some landscape rakes in now, finally. But so everything, all of our equipment dealers, I think all of them, are on this road right here. This is old Highway 82. They call it the frontage road now. But H&R built out here. You got them. There's one of those 12-foot bush hogs right over there, Land Pride. I want to get one of them. Like I said, we'll stop by there here in just a little bit and check them out. I'll catch these other dealers up here. You got the Komatsu dealer, which is Lyle Machinery. You got Wade Equipment, which is a John Deere Ag dealer. So you got Strickland Equipment, which is a John Deere construction dealer. And you got Thompson Caterpillar. And of course Trax Plus, they're the Sany, Bandit, Barco, and a bunch of other stuff, man. Trax Plus is growing like freaking crazy. I'm telling you, they didn't come online, I think, like 2013, but they are they're rolling. See, right there's the 4-lane 82 that runs between Columbus and Starkville. There you can see Wade coming into view up there now. And then Trax Plus is just over on the other side of Wade. That's where my 5075E came from, was there. So this is Trax Plus. I think they're eventually going to build them different, somewhere on the same road, but a different building. So they got a bunch of Sany stuff right there. Right up there is Thompson Caterpillar. Stop in here. They're supposed to have me some teeth too here. See if they got them. There's a Rico. Got the stump grinder dropped off. I'll walk y'all through. That head looked wider on the ground than what it does up here in the machine. Everything's done on the joysticks here. Oh gosh, window's open right there. Got a 50, a 75, a 155. That's a good size machine right there. There's a 95. That's another 75. Let's see. What is that one? That's a 50. I got another Rico sitting here. And they got a big old wheel loader over there too. At a small triple, what is that? 65. That should be a 6.5 inch. That's what that one ought to be. So you got 2 cylinders on that blade there on it. So that clip that you just seen was filmed a few weeks back when it was doing all that rain, and I did a stump grinding job before I took that thing out there to just get them to look at it, make sure that the you know, it had the oil pressure it was supposed to and all that stuff like that. I just wanted to check it. But so anyhow, I had a job yesterday, and of course I need the stump grinder on it too, and I already had the Mini loaded on here, and I did not want to unload the Mini and then put the stump grinder up at the front, so I just left it like it was and got it up on here. And this actually worked pretty good. What I did was I grabbed a ramp. It took me a little while to kind of situate this and figure it out, but I grabbed a ramp from my dump trailer, because those are some massively heavy ramps too, and I just laid it back here on the back. You could actually hook it over this angle iron right there, let that ramp down and put it up on there and get it on. I've got 50 something hours on this thing now. I grind it with it off and on all week. This week run it a pretty good bit there, and in the Mini too, I ran it all week also too, and so did a tremendous amount of tree work this week. I had a guy said that I was doing a job for him. He said, man, that stump grinder, he said, it's like, he said, that's putting a period on the end of the job. And that's so true. That is so true. I was giving up a lot of money by not getting the stumps. The first month I had it, and I didn't run it that hard. I did a little over $6,200 with it, and that was also when I had my arm cut on too, so I was down a little bit during that time. And the stump grinder's gonna pay off huge for me. Don't regret having the tires on it at all. That was I'm glad it worked out, getting the tires rather than the tracks. I follow a lot of different things, and I've seen some stuff and different things people have said, and in my case, the tires are going to be the best thing for me, because that machine don't weigh but a little over 2,200 pounds is what that thing weighs, so it's not as heavy as what you'd think it'd be, and it's not a big monster one either, and it will eat through some stumps, man. I mean, it just flat eats. And 50 something hours, I've put 3 new teeth on this thing is all, and they were the lead cutters, and that's all that I put on it, and still running all the same ones on it. So I'll get it to 100 hours and I'll swap the oil in it. The Mini's almost ready for an oil change again. It's got over 1,000 hours on it now. I like how that paint flakes off right there on the thing. But so I'll do a 1,000-hour review video on that thing there. The chipper over here, I got to put it in the shop, and it needs a new set of knives on it. If there's anybody around here in my area that knows somebody that can grind these knives and everything, let me know, because I'm going to send the knives off. I've actually got a company that's going to pick up the ones that I've got, but I can't find anybody local or in my area that grinds them. The company, they make a loop through here, and they pick up at the mills and stuff around here, and so they're going to end up picking up the knives that I got. They're going to take them and grind them, and then I'll get them back the next week. But it'd be a lot more convenient if had somebody here. There was a guy in Ackerman, Mississippi, which is a little west of me there, not far, about an hour drive. And I talked to him, and he's getting out of it. He's retiring and what have you. So he's not gonna be doing it anymore. But I got to put knives on it, and it'll get a new set of bolts this time, and I'm gonna pull the anvil out of it. I gotta flip the anvil on it too. It's got to be done. I may pull it in there tonight and do it. I don't know. Man, I run hard this week. Open the trap door on it last night when I got in, get all the stuff out of it down there. But and I gotta get gas for it too. She's out of gas right there, almost out of gas. She likes the gas. But what it'll do when it's running, man, is very much worth it. And I'll go back too, when I was taking that grinder out there, it's probably been, I don't know, maybe 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, maybe a month ago, when I took that grinder out there. That's when I said I was doing all that raining. Well, now it's just the opposite of that. When we got through those 2 weeks of raining, it was raining every day. It has been dry ever since. And yesterday when I was grinding, it was the ground was such powder that every time I get through with a stump, I just had to cut that disc off on that thing to drive it around, because it was blowing dust so bad. And then when I got to the stump, then I'd kick it on and I'd cut it. So it's always amazing to me how it goes from one extreme to the other and just flips back and forth. Now the last 2 days here has been really nice in the mornings. Like this morning, Saturday morning, it's down in the low 60s this morning, really nice. But it's still been getting up pretty good. Yesterday on Friday, the wind blew nice and breezy. It was a fantastic day. It got pretty warm on up in the afternoon. But and remember the saw classes. I've got plenty of wood stacked here for saw classes this year coming up. I'll link a video below that details them, and I'll link 2 videos below that details when this one's going to be, and then a video of how the saw class works and runs. And let me know what you're doing this weekend. We'll catch y'all later. Later, taters.